Welcome back to the Off Campus Podcast. Today we're joined by Anthony Peranelli, a good man I've known for a while. We've been trying to set this pod up for a while, probably 2 months, maybe longer.
Since January, like 10th, I think, honestly.
Yeah, so it's been a bit. We've wanted to
We're
do
in
it,
March
but
now.
we're both working hard and busy, so yeah, we haven't been able to do it, but finally are. So
Today's the day.
I guess so. How's it going?
Oh, same old, same old.
Yeah, yep. You got what'd you do today?
Today, so as you know, it's March, what is it, the 3rd? So we're getting a snowstorm tonight. So, pretty much getting everything ready for the storm. I have 2 trucks, but only one's on the road right now. So just getting that one all ready for the storm, getting salt all piled up, ready to go, checking all the fluids on the truck. That's pretty much it. Printing out my list and adding people to the list that call me. So that's pretty much it. Just getting everything all tidied up, I guess you can say.
Cool.
Yeah, being ahead of the game pretty much.
Yeah, you gotta be, especially
with snow.
What time do you go out?
So the storm's supposed to start at 11, they're saying, in our area at least, in Pelham. And I plan on going out at maybe 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So the storm that we had, what day was that, Tuesday?
Yeah.
I think it was Tuesday.
So.
It was like the one that was like a bummer.
Yeah, there was nothing.
Yeah, nothing at all.
It was all rain.
Yeah, it was all rain.
Yeah.
That one I got up at 3 in the morning, nothing. Wasn't even snowing yet. Got up at, tried to go back to bed, couldn't. Stayed up till 4, got back up for that one. That one, it started sprinkling a little bit like snow, nothing too major. Then 5:30 rolled around. I was like, yeah, no, we're going to wait a little bit longer. Didn't go out till 2 o'clock that day. The
PM?
afternoon.
Wow.
Yep, PM, yeah. Yep, PM. So 2 p.m. is when I went out. So I, went out, what was that, 11 hours later
Yeah.
than when I woke up. So it kind of threw off my sleeping schedule, you know what I mean?
I'm sure the whole season's kind of like that, though.
Yeah, the whole season. I mean, we haven't really got that many snowstorms. We've been pretty lucky with warm weather. I mean, it's not good for people in my industry, I guess, or field of work, I guess you can say. But, I do the painting on the side too, so it works. Helps out for me. But the storm's like the extra cake, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
The icing on the cake, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to get work, especially when you're expecting it.
Yeah, exactly. When you're counting on that, I know there's some companies in this area that's all they count on is that. You know what I mean?
So I was talking to my dad about the plowing because I didn't know much about it. But apparently there's 2 kind of ways that... first, do you do commercial or residential?
Both.
Okay. Any more than the other?
More residential than commercial.
Do you want to explain that for people who might not know?
So residential is more of houses and neighborhoods, and commercial is more, like your Hannafords or a pizza shop or, more of a business park type thing.
Yep. And there's another kind of thing that businesses do. So they either do it by contract or by storm.
Yeah.
Do you do more by... I mean, it seems like you do more by storm.
What do you mean by that? Like...
So contract, do you know what?
Yeah. Well, most of them are do you mean say
for your commercial?
Oh yeah. So commercial is pretty much all contract.
Okay.
Residential is for me at least, is pretty much year round. I'll get some people that'll see me on the Pelham Facebook page. Somebody will comment my name saying, hey, he plows if you need somebody, because most people, either the plow guy didn't show up, they have a snowblower, can't handle the snow, whatever the case may be. Those will just be per storm type deals.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but as far that was just, what you mean by people that sign up. I'm going to say sign up for it year round. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, like residential. Yeah. I mean, I guess both, because I don't know. I didn't know you did both.
Yeah.
Commercial and residential.
Oh,
but I think more commercial places, like businesses, tend to do more contract.
Yeah.
Just so it's guaranteed,
exactly.
and they know what they're paying.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, I mean, it makes sense that residential.
Yeah.
Because if you have a small driveway, is it a lot of small driveways, or do you do longer ones? Because there's a lot of there's a lot of tiny.
Pelham's weird.
Yeah, Pelham's weird.
Yeah.
Some people have 1/4 mile long driveways.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, more long driveways. When I say long, probably 2 tractor trailer lengths, I'd say.
Yeah.
Average. I mean, yeah,
that's
I
pretty
have some
long.
that are like two car length driveways, but most of them are pretty long driveways. And I cover, as of now, this is the towns that I have them: Pelham, Salem, and Methuen. Are the 3 towns I travel to as of now, but I'll pretty much go to 2 states out around Pelham.
Wow. I mean, grinding, huh?
Oh yeah, trying.
Yeah.
Climb up the ladder.
Yeah. What was I gonna ask? How long does it? Because you do it in your truck, right?
Yeah.
How long does it take? It probably takes 5 minutes to plow someone's driveway. Or
Yeah, about average. Depends if some people do walkways or not.
oh, right.
And it depends if you can back drag. Like certain driveways, you can only back drag against the garage, certain angles. So some you might have to get out and just shovel the snow a little bit in front of the garage door.
Yeah.
But average, probably 12, 15 minutes per driveway.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
So let's say tonight
Mhm.
you're gonna be getting up at what, 3?
We're gonna call it 3.
3?
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do?
So I'll go out and start by doing driveways around in Pelham, for instance. People that I know have to go to work in the morning. They're my first priority. Retired people, they get saved to the end pretty much.
Yeah.
But I will definitely hit them for emergency purposes. I'm not going to make it perfect my first time around. It's just something quick and easy. End of the driveway snowbank and majority of the driveway in case somebody has to get in or out. Emergency, you never know what could happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm reliable for that. So, you know what I mean?
True. Yeah, you are.
I have some people that live in Florida for the winter, dead last. Won't even touch their house until at the end of the storm. So pretty much the first thing I do, so like I said, if I was to get up at 3 in the morning, it's just pretty much just going around driveways, majority of the driveway, emergency purposes. And then when the snow starts to slow down towards the end of the storm, they're saying 7 p.m. tomorrow night, Saturday night, is when I'll start going around and just do the clean up, the detailed work, as I call it.
So
Get
you
all
go
cleaned
back to the houses?
twice, especially for this storm. Since they're saying 8
Oh,
to
right.
12. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense because it's, yeah.
I mean, like the storm we had on Tuesday, I only hit the driveways once, and that was it. Towards the
Yeah,
end of the
because
storm.
it's not like you got more snow while you were.
And it
doing
rained on
others.
top of the snow that did fall, and it melted. And the next day was like 42.
was warm.
Yeah, it was like,
Yeah.
what, 45 degrees, 48?
Yeah, and then in the sun it felt a lot warmer.
Yeah,
so.
I was in a long sleeve today.
Yeah, I am right now.
Yeah, you are right now.
It's pretty warm. It's like 45 out right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Super nice out.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 45, 46 for the whole next week.
Really?
Yeah.
What's tomorrow going to be like? It's probably going to be cold, right? I mean, it's going to be snowing all day.
Yeah, it's
so.
going to be snowing all day, but last I checked, it was like 41 degrees. But that's not cold enough for it to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I feel like this storm's going to be a bust.
Really?
In my opinion, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard like, all right, first I was hearing it was going to be like 6 to 8 inches. Then I started hearing 11, and now I'm hearing 14.
Really?
I'm like, there's no way
I haven't heard
it's
the 13
14.
yet.
There's
Yeah.
no way. It's definitely, I mean, we'll get some, but there's no
yeah.
way. We've barely gotten any snow this year.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I'm sure you know.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to be up from 3 to 7 p.m. working?
Pretty much, yeah. But I mean, I'll go home and take my break, eat, and
Yeah.
if I have
Well,
to take a quick nap.
obviously.
But like, yeah, for the most part, I'll be up just going around making my rounds,
There you go.
and that's it.
That's what you got to do.
Exactly.
So, do you? I guess we'll move into the summer part. So, obviously, you're not snowblowing
Right.
or plowing in the summer.
Mhm.
So, what do you do in the summer?
Summer can consist of a lot of things, honestly. So when I first started out, it was pretty much just the basics like mowing, weed whacking, mulching, weeding. Not saying I don't do that now. I still do it, but now we're starting to move into, and I think now I'm on year 4. So now we're starting to move on to like bigger things, hopefully walkways. Last year, I just started doing driveway extensions and land clearing. So hoping to do that more this year, which will be good. Especially walkways and patios. That's my goal at least. So
Building them?
yeah,
Wow, that must be
installing
awesome.
them, walls, retaining walls,
Mhm.
stairways to doors, walkways.
So it's you and 2 other people, right?
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Not anymore. Yeah, just me.
Oh, wow.
It was two other people. I plan on making some changes. You know, maybe just finding one person instead of two, because I felt as of last year, having two people was a lot. I mean, yeah, definitely needed them, but I'm kind of want to downsize to a certain clientele this year and expand into new different areas. So I feel like if I go down to one person that can help me part-time, full-time, whatnot, so just strictly summer work, that's fine with me. But pretty much just trying to open new doors to new territories, I guess you can say.
Yeah, it must be different or difficult carrying along two people when you're trying to like
Especially trying
change
to
what you do, right? So
Yeah.
because I mean, if you're trying to do the patios and stuff, it's not like you're super experienced.
Right.
So you're kind of learning, and you have to teach them. And
Yeah, and pay them on top. And if
Yeah.
there's a mistake, you know what I mean?
then you have to deal with it.
Yeah.
So do you do that through an LLC?
Right now, I'm a sole proprietor. Pretty
Okay.
soon, I actually have the paperwork that I just got to have to mail out to the state to make it an LLC.
Okay.
When I
Well,
first
that's
started
cool.
this, I didn't think this was going to be my full-time gig, I'm going to call it. But now it is. And that's why I did sole proprietor.
Yeah.
But I want to do LLC to cover myself, you know what I mean? Just
yeah.
in case. You never
oh, yeah,
know.
you should. You
Yeah.
should.
And it's easy.
Can we go into how you started it then? Because you said you're 4. You're how old are you? 21 or
21.
21?
Yep. Just
So,
turned 21.
Started 17. Or
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, 17. Yeah, 16, 17 actually.
So how'd that go?
So at the time in Pelham, I'm sure all the Pelham people in here know, Altitude. What was the place before there? The
Pinball Wizard.
Pinball Wizard. Wow,
That's a great
What a
place.
throwback, huh?
Oh,
Hearing
yeah.
that? So before there was Pinball Wizard, and then they closed it down, as everybody knew, and turned it into Altitude, the trampoline park. And I submitted an application. I had to have been a freshman at the time, I think, sophomore, around that age. I know I didn't have my license. I know that for sure.
Oh yeah.
Submitted an application because I wanted the job. Actually, let me go. Before that, I worked for my uncle as an auto repair mechanic at the time, from like age of 15, doing small stuff, you know, sweeping the shop, cleaning the shop, doing stuff like that. Worked up my way to, you know, doing oil changes, brake jobs, small stuff, and then worked my way up to, you know, doing, you know, rear end changes, you know, kept making my way up the ladder.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to get, you know, another job. So I did that, worked at Altitude at the same time. And then, not going to lie, I got kind of sick of Altitude dealing with all the little kids. No, I have nothing against little kids.
Yeah.
It's just kind of got sick of it.
Tough to deal with.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, I was getting older and more mature. And I was thinking, what am I going to do with my life in the future? And it was a toss up between electrician, HVAC, plumber, you know,
Some
the trades.
trade, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Blue collar trades. So I went to Home Depot to get an application. And because I had a bunch of friends at the time that worked there, all in my grade, went there, submitted an application, got the job, did a cashier, lot attendant, and worked there from, I think it was May to October. Can't remember the year. 2019, 2018 maybe.
I have no idea.
Something like
Can't
that.
do that
Yeah,
math.
I can't either. It's around that time, everybody. So worked there. And the reason why I wanted to work there was, one, because all my friends worked there. And two, I just had an interest, you know, in the trades. And I was like, well, in my head, I was thinking maybe I can ask the people that go through my line, like companies that go there, people that work for
All right.
companies, ask them. So for example, somebody would go through my line with, you know, some type of plumbing item. And I'd ask them, hey, what is this used for? They were telling me, again, knowledge on that. Same thing with electrician, kind of continued down the line to the point where actually I knew customers that went through there, like that knew me by my name and I knew them by their name.
That's awesome.
Kind of created like a bond and relationship with them, you know what I mean? Throughout the 5 months, 6 months I was there.
Mhm.
So went from there, and then my grandmother wanted me to paint her family room, kitchen, and hallway at her house, just a wall color change. And in, you know, since elementary school to senior year of high school, I was always like an artistic type of kid, like to draw, paint, do all that. So I was like, well, it should be pretty easy, you know, painting a room, you know, not as detailed as doing like a portrait of somebody,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Or a car. So I tried it out, did it all freehand, no tape, no nothing. Had some flaws, but fixed them along the road, you know what I mean? and it actually came out pretty good, and I actually enjoyed it. So then my grandmother's friend wanted her house done, and I did family room, dining room, kitchen, bedroom, master bath, master bedroom, and that was like my first job. Ceilings, walls, trim, like everything. It took me 3 months, I think it was, to do it
Really?
all by myself, which now looking back at that, that's way too long. Like I could probably do that by myself now in like a month.
Yeah.
But so continue with that. I think now we're in like September. I was like, you know what? Thinking about, venturing, doing my own thing, seeing if I can make it into a business because I enjoy it. We'll see where it goes. And then October, I put my 2-week notice in. I think Halloween was my last day, not going to lie. And started off doing, painting throughout the whole winter. I had my license at the time when I left Home Depot. And spring rolled around, just mowed some lawns on the side for money when painting was slow. And then the year after, got my first trailer, filled that up pretty quick, got a work truck after that, and I had my nice truck, a work truck. Year after that, got a bigger trailer and got another truck, and then it
Kept going.
just kept going. And at one point, I was like, well, guess I'm gonna keep on rolling with it. Because at the time, graduated senior year, business was really busy because everybody had all sorts of money.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, you graduated
2020.
during COVID.
Yeah, 2020. My senior year got cut short.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all my 2020 friends, as they know,
Yeah.
got cut short. So that was the busiest time where it was really busy from when I started to when it kind of started to slow down because of COVID. Nobody knew at the time what it was, what was going to happen to us, that type of thing. And kind of we're all in lockdown, so I didn't really go into people's houses to do work outside. Yeah, outside work I did, but didn't go into people's houses. That kind of was on a halt. Because of me, I didn't know what the hell was going on. And for other people, they didn't want me in their house.
Yeah.
No offense to that. You know
Yeah,
what I
no
mean?
one wanted, no one knew. No one knew
Yeah,
then.
nobody knew at the time. Now we
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And then, now we're here pretty much. So
That's cool.
That's
you know,
where-
I actually worked at Home Depot too.
really,
Yeah, recently, and
the one in Salem?
I worked at the South Nashua, so
Oh,
the
okay.
one right next to the mall.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure Halloween was my last day too.
Like just past Halloween?
Yeah,
Really?
Either
No
that
kidding.
or like the day before.
Yeah.
So I thought that was funny.
No kidding.
But I do know what you mean. Like people used to go through my lines, and
Yeah.
I would talk to them. I actually had a couple people offer me jobs.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't know how serious they were.
Like
but
electrician and plumbing and
Yeah.
HVAC? Yeah.
just because I don't know, they're like, "What's a young man? And
Yeah.
he likes working, and he seems competent."
Yeah,
So
exactly. They saw that you had an interest. You're talking to them. you know.
yeah,
No offense to our generation, but when you go out to stores now, it's just like talking to the wall right here. It's
Literally.
like you gotta have a personality, and I think
yeah,
I think that's why one of the big reasons I've succeeded is because I try to talk personal to the customers instead of being like a wall. You know what I mean?
that's really
Try to create
important.
a bond with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Especially in nowadays.
Yeah, especially in your situation because you're still young. So
Mm.
you started like what do you say when you were 17?
So yeah, 16, 17.
So it's not like you're gonna go around and people are gonna be like, oh, this guy knows what he's doing, and that's why they're gonna hire you.
right.
They're gonna hire you because they like you, because maybe they heard good stuff from other people.
Right.
But no one's gonna when people write reviews, they don't necessarily care about how well you did the job. I mean, you always should do the job well, but I think it goes even a farther way if you create that bond with the person. Then
Yeah.
they're way more inclined to write a review. They're way more inclined to hire you again because they like you. Just kind of how it works.
Exactly.
So, yeah, and our generation is pretty bland.
Not dissing on us, but
Yeah, it's just I
Select
think
few.
it's I don't know, like we're cool, but I don't know. Even at Home Depot, like the people that I worked with, they just were sad and like depressed all the time. I'm like, come on, just
Yeah.
smile once.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk to someone.
Exactly.
Not
you can
everyone's
learn a lot
out
from
to
the
get
people.
you. Yeah, exactly.
You can learn a lot from the people that walk through the line. I swear to God.
Yeah, I
know
mean,
I
you can
have.
learn. You can learn stuff from anyone,
Yeah,
even people who are not as smart as you.
exactly.
Yeah, that's really important.
Yeah.
Definitely the relationship stuff. How did you end up landing your first gigs? Because I was working with my dad in the summer, last summer. Oh, wait, no, not last summer. Last winter I was. And then summer came. He's getting older, so he's kind of like slowing down business in the summer. He doesn't want to do as much.
Mm-hmm.
So because he wants to enjoy it. So I tried to like start a motorcycle detailing thing, and I didn't get any calls. So that's why I ended up working at Home Depot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so I was wondering how you got your first gigs, because it's kind of hard to. You have to
Yeah.
like build a name, right?
Exactly. You have to build a name, build a trust for yourself. You know what I mean? People aren't gonna hire a random person off the streets to paint their house. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
obviously, yeah.
So for me, I honestly don't remember my first job. I know like the first 5. I know that were just family members actually.
Really?
I'd have to go back and look at who my very first customer was.
Well,
but
how'd you go about advertising it?
honestly, Facebook. Especially in the world we live today, everybody's on Facebook for the most part.
Yeah,
Back then, it used to be landscapers near me on Google.
that's
I'm not saying
true,
that's not
yeah.
a thing anymore, but most people, they're on Facebook scrolling through, and they come across like town pages that they live in, and they join them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, and that's all the information on there that you really need. So most people, hey, recommendations for landscaper or painter or housekeeper or whatever the case may be.
hmm
So I feel like that's where I kind of put myself out, and that's where it really came to play. Especially if you, before and after pictures, big thing.
I'm sure. Yeah,
That's like especially on the town pages. I think I posted. I don't remember if it was landscaping or painting, but on one of the town pages, I posted my very first piece of work on the town page, and I think that's where it kind of came from. And
take
then-
off. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
because all you need after that is like one more person to call you, and then
Exactly.
another, and then another.
Exactly. Word of mouth is your best friend, is what everybody tells me, and that is
Especially in a small town.
like Pelham. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So is most of your work in Pelham, or is it kind of around?
Most of my work's in Pelham, but I pretty much will go 40-mile radius for work. And I've gone as far as 3 hours away for work. So
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen your trailer in Salem
Yep.
on the way to the mall.
Yep.
Some actually a big house. I don't know if
Oh,
you
yep.
might know which house. but-
Yes, that's the one like across from the golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yep,
Yeah.
that was me.
That's funny.
Yep.
Yeah. That
Yep.
one, yep.
Yeah, that's a huge house. If you're going to the mall in Salem,
Yeah. You
like
can't.
huge yard.
You can't miss your trailer either.
No, you can't.
It says your last name on it.
Exactly.
Huge.
Yeah, huge letters.
So how'd you Well, you said you kind of, I guess year on year you kind of bought equipment, but what
Yeah.
did you have like an initial investment to it, or?
Really, no. I was just using my dad's stuff, to be honest
Oh,
with you.
nice.
Well, yeah, I was pretty much just using, no, even before that. So I actually took $200. That's what I made off my first job from my grandparents' house,
Mhm.
was $200, because I didn't know how to quote a painting job. So to paint a colonial living room, kitchen, and entryway, not foyer, like from the garage, was $200 is what I quoted it at.
What would it be now?
Now, probably easily just labor around $1,300, $1,400.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
At the time, I didn't know it.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not like you
And that's
needed
just
that
wall
much
color
money.
change.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is crazy.
So, yep. I know. So, a big jump. Well, at the time, I didn't know. So, and when I got that $200, I thought I was the richest person in the world.
Yeah.
So, I took that
It's
$200.
still not even bad
Yeah, no, it's not even bad. I mean, it took me,
for the amount of time.
yeah, it took for the amount of time. I think that took me 2 days,
hmm
like going all day nonstop.
But you're in high school, so
Exactly. I was
that
in high
much
school at the
money. It's
time.
like, whoo,
Yeah, that was
that's a lot of money.
That was a sophomore.
Yeah,
I was a sophomore in high
it's a
school.
lot
when
of
I did
money.
that. Yeah.
At that point, you can only really get jobs for like 12 an hour.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So, and that was, I mean, you said it's more enjoyable
Oh yeah.
anyway. So,
Exactly. I took that 200 and went to Lowe's and invested in a push mower. Not even a self-propelled push mower, a straight up push
Oh.
mower. Craftsman. I still have it to this day. My very first mower I bought with my own money.
There you go.
And then I got the trailer, used my dad's riding lawnmower, and he said you can't be doing that anymore because you're just using that at every house. And I obviously would pay for the gas, but just wear and tear on. It's only a residential mower.
Yeah.
So then I ended up buying 2 residential mowers, and then one blew up, and I sold the other one. And then went out and bought one of my first commercial 0-turn mower, and it needed a ton of work. Didn't run. It was like a gamble. Couldn't remember. I couldn't even tell you how much I paid for it, but I dumped, I know, at least $500 into it trying to get it running.
Wow.
Did it. I just had problems down the road. So I only used it for 1 season. Sold it in January of like 2020, I think it was. And went out and bought 2020. Went out in April or March of 2020 and bought a brand new Toro 0-turn mower. That was a big gamble.
I'm sure.
So
It's a lot. Those would go for big money.
well, so like the one I bought from Home Depot, which isn't really commercial. So
Yeah.
at the time when I bought it, this was before everything went up in prices, inflation.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
At the time, it was I had to go through 3 mowers to get one that actually worked. I had to go through 2 at Salem, and I had to get the third one at Londonderry that actually worked.
Wow.
Yeah, it was not a pleasant time, but the first one I got was didn't run at all because they don't give you gas when you go to Home Depot to get in the trailer.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
just unlocked the pins, pushed it in my trailer, got home, filled it up to the top. Worst mistake I ever did because you had to siphon it out. Second one did the same exact thing. I didn't fill it to the top, thankfully. And the third one was filled with gas when I got there because of all my troubles. And at the time, I got it for $27.
Wow.
Now, and that was without a
Yeah.
bagger. Now, without a bagger, they go for $42.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's insane.
And
what
that's not
people
even
spend on
commercial.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are just some random mower.
Yeah, exactly.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And that was without a bagger. So,
Yeah.
yep.
So, what do you have now? You have you have the trailer, bigger trailer now.
Yeah, bigger trailer, 20
Mower.
by 8.5 foot trailer, enclosed.
Yeah.
So you could fit pretty much everything in there.
that's
Everything that I have.
That's a
at my
pretty.
age.
That's
Yeah,
a good sized trailer.
Exactly.
It's definitely a good sized trailer.
Yeah.
How do you go about pricing out, like giving quotes?
That's a tough one, honestly. It all depends on, what the person wants, and what it is, of course, either landscaping or painting. Painting's pretty easy, length times width of the room. At least that's how I do it. I know everybody else does it a little bit differently. Yeah, I mean, that's for the painting side at least. The landscaping, I mean, I could probably go on for hours on how to quote stuff out, but it's all pretty much just measuring, depending on what you do, square footage.
Yeah.
That's really about it. It's pretty much for everything, mulch. It's just all numbers.
Do you have a lot of like returning customers?
Oh yeah.
So do you just mow people's lawns and you're the one that does it their whole year?
Yeah. Yep. I just
Wow.
mow their lawn pretty much all year. Spring, fall cleanups. I pretty much take care of it from when snow is melted to when snow hits the ground.
Yep.
Or when the last leaf hits the ground
Yep.
off the trees. And then that's
Oh,
it.
you do leaf cleanup too?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oof.
that's a big one too. That's honestly, if there's any favorite time of the year for me, it's fall
I
cleanup
was just
season.
gonna ask that.
You were? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. That's my favorite time of the year. Out of all landscaping part at least, because painting you could do year round.
Yep.
The landscaping, favorite time of the year, fall cleanup. They're just, in my eyes, satisfying to do because you just see a yard covered with leaves everywhere. You clean it all up, mow it, and that's it. See you till next
Yeah.
year. And
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
just
That
like,
must be super satisfying.
it's super satisfying, and then it's just enjoyable in my mind,
Yeah. Is there any time where you don't have jobs to do? Where you seem to keep busy.
Yeah.
From what I can see.
I mean, so honestly, mowing, that never slows down because grass grows every day,
True.
just like people say, it grows every day, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I'd say the non-busiest times is honestly 4th of July. From like June, 4th of July, and then maybe first couple weeks in August. It's steady enough to keep afloat, of course, but it's not as busy as the complete other months, like 9 other months of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 4th of July, around that time, everybody's going away. They go on a party.
Yeah,
That's the slowest time of the
true.
year.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much just keeping up with, the lawns.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that,
Seem to keep busy.
yeah, exactly.
So did you know when you were in high school that you just weren't going to go to college?
No. So high school, I knew I was going to college. I was doing work on the side, but I was planning on going to college. I actually went to SNHU just for my freshman year.
Yeah, I actually did know that. I
Yeah.
knew that, I think.
Yeah, I went to SNHU my freshman year. Didn't go back to the rest of the years because I just continued to work. So actually, freshman year, I went to SNHU for business, get my business degree because I had my business at the time. I was like, well, I can work. At the time, I wanted to be an electrician. I can be an electrician, and at the same time, I can do my painting and landscaping and my little side business. And the side business turned out to be a lot bigger and grow a lot faster than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of juggled the two, which was hard, especially, during COVID, everything was on the computer,
Yeah.
all online learning. For me, at least, SNHU, they didn't do Zoom classes. It was, they give you an assignment, you sign in, they give you an assignment, you do the work, you submit it, you get the grade and whatnot, and you go from there.
That's it, yeah.
Yep. Towards the end of the year, one of my teachers, it was stats. And I'm sure everybody's raising their eyebrows right now. Like, oh, yeah, exactly. Behind the screen, everybody's raising their eyebrow. So stats was not my favorite. And I'm not going to lie. I'm not good at math. I can add it up and quote pretty good, but I can't do all these crazy dashes and wide numbers with math. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's the way I look at it. So stats, I had this question. And it was a homework assignment. And this was no joke, probably 2 months before the year ended until summer break.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked my teacher, I said, hey, I don't get a question. I'm not too sure on how to do, question 3 or whatever it was at the time on my homework assignment. Do you think you can do a Zoom call with me and we can figure it out and you can help me out? This was all on email, by the way. And at the time, SNHU, I don't know if it's still like that or not, but they had a tab where you can search up YouTube videos on their thing, on their website that, class advisors or even just other teachers or tutorers that explained how to do that question or math problem or whatever underneath the tab on a YouTube video. And me personally, I'm a visual learner. I have to, if somebody's going to tell me,
Same here.
yeah,
Yep.
5 + 5, you have to write it. Well, not for literally, but like from younger years, you'd have to teach me how to do math in person.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you do this, so on and so forth. So I was expecting, stats with all these crazy numbers and letters in an equation. You would be taught over Zoom, especially during COVID.
Yeah.
She told me there's YouTube videos online, and she said that straight up, blank, period, sent it to me.
Wow.
And I was like, well, at the time, for incoming freshmen, it was free to go to SNHU because of COVID.
Really? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
All you had to pay for was the books.
Crazy.
Probably $250 in just books.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. But to go to school was free because it was online.
Yeah.
Because COVID, they didn't know what was happening
Yeah.
at the time. So,
They knew that the school wasn't as good online
yeah,
either.
yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I understand we're going for free, but it could have helped me at least.
Mm-hmm.
So I closed my laptop and went and made a lot of money that summer.
There you
and,
go.
And that was it, and never went back.
Was she your inspiration to
No, I
prove
think.
her wrong?
I mean, yeah. I wasn't like going out to prove.
Your
I honestly
haters?
couldn't even tell her I couldn't even tell you what her name was.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, that's really
Yeah. It
That's
was just,
something.
it was, kind of like a motivation booster, I guess you can say. I
yeah.
was like, well, yeah, is this what I want to really do with my life? Yeah. Kind of want to be an electrician, but do I want to go through the school stuff?
So you
I
didn't pay
can.
for college at all.
No. Only
Were-
books.
Were you going to be paying for college, or was it your parents?
I think it was going to be like a tie, honestly. Like I would be paying majority of it, but I'm sure they were going to cover the books, and I was going to cover the actual like education, going to school part. I wasn't going to dorm straight in Manchester, commute, you know what I mean? Well, at the time, they had one in Salem on Stiles Road.
Did they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had like it was a small branch. It wasn't a huge one. It was just a small branch, like a second location. Then they closed it down because they couldn't fill it because of COVID.
Oh,
because lockdown.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah. So,
But I guess it was good in the end.
yeah, it was good in the end. I mean, trying to think of, could have ended up way differently if COVID wasn't a thing. I probably would still be in college right now. I mean, probably would have never even kept going with the business. Who knows?
Yeah. I want to talk about, you mentioned earlier that you're trying to move on to different things, building patios, walkways, stuff like that. Have you done any of those yet? Anything like that?
Not through my business personally, but through other friends' businesses. I've done it. So that's why I'm kind of on edge on, do I want to go ahead and do it by myself yet or not? But I know plenty of other businesses and friends in the area that, well, probably cut across a couple states that definitely could help me. So I think doing the gamble and trying it out is totally A-okay in my book, because I got tons of people that could back me up and give me pointers or even help me if I needed it, of course.
Yeah, and if you don't do as well as you thought with the money aspect of it, you can just do whatever.
Yeah,
you don't have
exactly.
to do that.
Yeah, you could take it and
But it's
learn
worth a
from it.
try.
Oh, yeah.
You'll
100%.
definitely learn something from it,
Yeah,
which is more important than just getting the job done and leaving.
exactly.
Wow. Well, good for you.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask you the question that I ask everyone.
Okay.
It's a little off topic.
That's all right.
But do you have an opinion, I guess, like what's your ideal age to get married and have kids?
Honestly, I don't know. I think it's all like a time thing, but personally, like my ideal, yeah, it's like an opinion question. My
Yeah, I know.
ideal thing to get married and have kids would be like 24, 25. But age is just a number, is what everybody says. But that's my opinion. That's
Yeah.
the age I'd like it to happen. But we'll see.
I think most people don't really like care about the age as much as I mean, for me personally, I'm down to do it whenever, except I just care about like my financial.
Yes.
Like that's all I care about. So
Yeah.
if I don't know, if I had $1 million tomorrow, I would get married.
Yeah.
If I could, if I had someone. So
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people have different opinions on that. So I was wondering, do you have any idea of how many kids you want?
I'd say 3. I know it's an oddball number, but
I don't think so.
yeah.
I'm the third child.
You are?
Yeah,
Are you one of 3?
one of 3.
One of 3. Okay, yeah.
It's Jeremy and then my sister,
Yeah.
Izzy.
And then you're the youngest?
I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest.
Jeremy's 21 and I'm 19 and Izzy's 23.
23. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I personally think 3, I don't know, is just a cool number. I think it's the average number, that's in the family, like kids-wise, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
From all the houses, especially me going to everybody's house, not everybody's house, but
yeah.
most people's houses, it's always like 3 or 4 kids. They're like, yeah, there's single child and like there's only 2 kids, but average number I always see is 3 kids. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm one of 3 too, so that's the only reason why I say that too. So
Oh, really? Are they older or younger?
I'm the oldest.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know you had any other siblings at
Oh
all.
yeah.
Anyone that I would know?
You're 19. What year did you graduate? Last
21.
21. So 2 years ago, or now?
Yeah.
Almost 2 years ago. So you would be in the same grade as my sister,
Oh. I don't think I know her.
Gianna. Well, you went to BG though, right?
Oh, yeah. I know her.
Okay,
I thought
yeah.
she was a grade under me.
Could be. She's a freshman in college now.
Yeah, so she's
you're
a grade under.
So you're a sophomore.
I
in
didn't
college.
even know you guys were related. I
Oh
never-
really?
Never put that together.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yes, sir.
Another thing that my dad brought up, which I actually kind of forgot until now. So you go into people's houses, obviously, you do the work. Have you ever had to deal with anyone like not wanting to pay or not satisfied with your work?
So that's like trying to think. I've never had. I don't mean this like in a cocky way, but I've never had anybody not satisfied with the work. I've just had people upset with like communication issues at the time, and paying wise, I've had contractors try not to pay me.
Really?
Like other people that have other businesses try not to pay me.
Wow.
Yep.
Why? Like how?
So for example, actually, I'm not going to say any names, of course.
Yeah.
But there's a company in Mass that, so I have a leaf vacuum for one of my trucks. Go around, suck up piles of leaves, throw them in the bed of the truck. It's just a vacuum. Pretty much that's all it is, just a vacuum. You go and dump them. Some companies in the area don't have those, or they don't find that it's necessary to have one, depending on what their business is like. Maybe some people don't need it. Some people do. For Pelham, we got 2 lakes. You know what I mean?
All
so you can't blow. It's illegal to blow the leaves into the lake. So, and I have a ton of houses that I do on what's the one behind Hanford? It's Little Island Pond.
Yeah.
Got a ton of houses over there. Can't blow them in the water. That's illegal. So I figured, if I buy this, I can, offer leaf curbside pickup for other people. So that's how it kind of like took off. And another contractor found me in Mass that I knew through somebody else. Went down and did a bunch of houses for this person, and they didn't want to pay. And I just got payment not too long ago.
Really? When did you do it?
November. I did 4 different houses.
Wow.
And
That's like 5 months.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, it was 5 months, half a year,
Wow.
pretty much.
Jeez.
So, and there's nothing you can really do about it. You can't really taunt them. You know what I mean? But
It's not going to end up well for you.
Yeah, exactly. I
Just
mean,
kind of have to be like, yo.
yeah, and there's things you can do around it to, try to get the money quicker. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah, you gotta have a lot of patience with it. Brings a lot of stress when you go out and do this on your own, and you put all that money out between gas, travel time, and even working, doing the labor.
Yep.
And I didn't have anybody with me working to pick up piles, because it's pretty much a one-man band to pick up piles.
Mm-hmm.
You got the tube, you got the rake, you just rake it into the tube and it vacuums up into the truck. So thankfully I didn't have to put out any money to employees or laborers at the time for that, but it's still my time and my fuel that I was burning to do all this and going back and forth.
Yeah.
to
When
houses
you're doing the
multiple times.
work, it's like you should just get paid.
Yeah, exactly. And I had picture proof of everything. That's a major thing, especially nowadays. You have to get proof of everything, save everything.
You do that?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yep. Signatures.
I didn't even think of
do
that.
Yeah, but you definitely, that's something.
Wait, you don't get signatures?
No, I'm saying like this year, like I didn't do it until, actually I still haven't done it, but I'm saying like for this year, that's my new thing. If I go to a house and say you wanted, black mulch, and I install black mulch, and you're like, hey, no, I want red, trying to change it up on me.
Yeah.
Even if we had that talk verbally, you're going to have a contract written
proof.
out. You need proof. You signed it. Nope, you signed it. You said black, you know what I mean? So it's just something to cover you, you know what I mean? That's my next plan.
Well, get that LLC going.
Exactly.
Start doing contracts and stuff. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you plan on kind of, well, I guess it's not really soon, but do you plan on getting more employees at some point?
At some point, yeah, but for this year, it's pretty much just one single person is all I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
One person that is willing to grow.
Anyone who's
Anybody,
watching,
yeah,
who will work hard,
yeah,
needs a full-time job in the summer.
Can you put my phone number down here? Like my socials?
Just say it.
Okay.
I'm not going to put it down.
That's all right. That's all right. You can contact me at on Insta at Anthony Peranelli, or on Facebook. So Anthony, I'm sure everybody knows how to spell that.
I'll put his stuff in the description.
Yeah, that works. And this little box down here.
Right down there.
Yeah, nice.
Straight down there.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be down there. So
perfect.
if you need if you're a hard worker, you have to be a hard worker.
Yes.
I don't want him to blame me for not getting
we won't do that.
a good worker.
No, we won't do that.
So, do you have much free time? It doesn't seem like you do.
To a certain extent. I mean, thankfully my boss, he lets me take off days whenever I want.
Oh yeah, good point.
He's not the best boss. No, I'm only kidding. But yeah, I mean, I kind of devote my time to just working and thinking of ideas on how I can make my business better. And it's pretty much, it's like commitment is what I tell everybody.
It really is. It really is owning your own business.
Exactly. Most people say, wow, you must, you just go to work, you get money, and you're fine for a week. Like, no, you got to keep on going. If you want to go even further, you got to keep on chipping away at it, is what I tell everybody.
Yeah. Do you ever struggle to find motivation to work because owning your own business, if you don't want to work, you don't have to. But if
Exactly.
you don't work, you're not going to make money.
Exactly. Honestly, there's some days I wake up and I say to myself, this is the best thing I could have ever done, starting my own business. They say if you are still in business by year 4, you're going to make it. If you don't make it to year 4.
Hey,
So we're at year 4. We'll see how this year goes
Yeah.
and go from there. So we'll see where we're at in December of 2023. But there's some days I wake up and I'm like, I really don't want to work today. Some
Mhm.
days I wake up and I'm ready to go. Some days I regret starting a business and just wanting to go, do a 9 to 5 job, come home and do nothing and just have my time because my phone doesn't stop. I think my phone has ring like 3 times from sitting here.
oh really?
Yeah, and like text
Oh,
messages.
Too bad.
Yeah, exactly. Too bad. So they're gonna have to wait. And it's probably people that are checking up on plowing or reaching out for plowing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's another reason, working a 9 to 5 probably would have been, it depends on who you are too. Some people just want to go get a 9 to 5 and collect the check at the end of the week. And some people, like me,
That is true.
I like to keep on going,
My dad talks to me about that a lot because, all right, so I was, I basically start work at 8 a.m. every day. It's
Mhm.
not like strict, but because he's usually up at like 8:15.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
but I don't know. So, I go down and I start cooking breakfast at 8.
Mhm.
But, where was I going with this? What were we
Like
talking about?
whether you want a 9 to 5 job
right.
or, yeah.
So it's not like owning your own business. You don't really have much time off. I mean, you can have time off whenever you want, but you're not going to get paid.
Exactly.
And him constantly, it's, I don't know, 9:30 at night, we're watching a movie. He's
Mhm.
on his phone texting people. Like,
Mhm.
you don't really have, in some ways, you have a lot more freedom than having the 9 to 5. But in other ways, you have almost no freedom.
Right.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. It depends on the person because a lot of people are completely fine with just working a 9 to 5, having a mortgage, having a
Mhm.
loan on a car that they're just have their payments
Yeah.
and they just get to go home at 5 and do nothing.
Yep.
Wake up the
exactly.
next day, do the same thing.
Do it all over again.
A lot of people like that, but I think most people want more.
Right.
But there's not. It's hard because
Yeah.
you have to. I mean, if you don't start a business, you kind of have to get in with someone who did, and
Right.
you're not gonna just like at Home Depot. They
Mhm.
they always say, not crapping on Home Depot. That was a pretty good job.
Yeah.
But they always say, well, you can build up. You can. I mean, if you stay here, you'll build up. It's like, all right, dude.
Yeah.
It's like everyone in the store is like getting super hype over a 50-cent raise. It's like, cool, I'll make another $20 a week.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
like, it's nothing.
Yeah. Like,
it's
you
nothing.
can benefit yourself and go higher distances if, like you were saying earlier, detailing the bikes.
Yeah.
All
I
it
mean, it
takes is,
didn't work out, but
hey, no.
Yeah.
But that was last year, who knows what you could do this year. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Well,
Try
yeah,
it again.
we'll see. I think
We'll see.
I'm settled in now with the bikes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad I'm doing it. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work owning your own business. I don't own it yet, but I get the picture because I've done it for 2 years, and some Friday nights it's like it's 8 p.m. It's like, oh, you got to go down to Rhode Island, pick up a motorcycle right now.
Yeah.
You'll get back at midnight, but
Yeah.
it'll be worth it. We'll make $2,000 off of it. or
Exactly.
We'll make $1,000 off of it. It's like that's worth it.
Right.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Honestly, if you have any other questions for me,
Let me look at all my questions. I think okay. So where do you store all your stuff?
all my stuff. So right now, actually going back to my grandmother's house, the second job I ever did, actually really the first job I ever did that wasn't a family member. They have a big side yard in Pelham, like no joke, 2 minutes away from my house. Perfect. Huge side yard. All the trees are cut down. I could store my trailer, all my trucks there, everything. And that's just during the summer months. Like I'll keep the trailer there over the weekend, but 2 of my trucks I don't drive during the winter, and 2 of them I do. And I try to stack up my trailer as much as I can. Like mowers, I try to fit a certain way. That way they're not outside, or I don't have to rent a storage unit. So pretty much that's where everything I keep is.
Cool.
And it's for free.
Yeah.
But I mean, technically it's not free because I keep up with the yard weekly, which in my mind is fair. I've tried to give them money, and they said they were going to kick me out. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
And with the plowing,
Mhm.
I guess my last question: do you stake the driveways before
Yeah.
you do?
Yep.
I'm sure it helps a lot, right?
Oh, yeah. It helps a lot because I do 32 driveways.
Yeah.
And that's total everything, which isn't a lot. Some people do 80,
but a lot
it's
of
only
the
me.
time, yeah, and you're doing it at night.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, so it's kind of hard to see. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. But every driveway I stake, every driveway is different. You know what I mean? So there's some
Yeah, you're
driveways I
right.
don't stake. There's some driveways that customers stake. They already did it themselves.
Oh, nice.
Makes it easy. I just make a list of what stakes are mine and go collect them.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we kind of already said we're wrapping it up, so we're gonna wrap it up. 50 minutes, pretty good.
Pretty good.
That went well.
Yeah, it did.
I hope you have a great time with your business this year.
Appreciate
I'm sure
it.
you'll do fine. You seem like a hard worker, so from what I
Appreciate that.
see, I mean, yeah, I think that was a pretty good podcast.
Yeah.
If you guys enjoyed, please like, share, subscribe, whatever you're watching it on, follow on Spotify and Apple. And if you're a hard worker and you need some full-time job this summer, hit up Anthony. I'll put all his info in the description. Make sure to follow him on IG and anywhere else. Facebook?
Facebook, yeah. Facebook's my main one. I know I sound old right now. But
Yeah, well, yeah, I know, right? That's okay. All right, so go follow him on Facebook and, like, share, subscribe. It means a lot to me. It's free. You can always change your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So have a great day.
Yes.
And you guys have a great day as well. All right, bye.